Hello and welcome to round 4 of the Northampton Store Championships with me, Rebecca Gillard, and joined as always by Richard Walker.
I am Richard Walker.
You are indeed Richard Walker. And on the left in this game we have James Walmsley playing Lanni Rose. On the right we have Martin Lewis playing Martell Assault. And setups then. So Martin is set up with a Jade C Dromond.
Wow.
A Dornish Spy and a Southern Messenger.
Yeah, I don't think he would have wanted to set that up.
I think he'd mulliganed. On the left then, Richard, do you want to run us through James's?
Rose Road, Flea Bottom, Talbot Surrey, Right and Hedge Knight.
Seems good. So possibly a knight-based deck then. If he's got the Hedge Knight, that implies that he does have multiple knights in his deck.
That's a good indicator, I guess.
It is indeed.
I did actually play against Wamma in this tournament.
All right, okay.
And I do recall he was running Shrewd Diplomat.
I have no idea what that is.
Which is the one that come into play and stand and remove someone from a challenge.
Oh.
So, and you can pay money for them to do that. You can bring them in by Flea Bottom to do that. I think they're shadowed. They might be shadowed. They might not be shadowed.
Okay.
Might be ambush. I can't remember. No.
Basically pretty annoying.
Pretty annoying. That sounds like Wamma's deck. And he's coming up against Martin, who his deck is pretty annoying. Yeah. So
two annoying decks facing each other.
Yeah.
Just quickly running through the plots there. So James has played Time of Plenty into Martin's first Snow of Winter. So Martin, they're obviously trying to hit James's low gold setup on the board. However, James has managed to dupe right, so he'll be happy about that. And also played out the Knight of Flowers. So he's going to be left with the Knight of Flowers and a right, because he can discard that copy.
I wonder if part of it is looking to damage Wamma's board and part of it is looking to get those cards back in his hand.
Yeah, very possibly. So Martin there gaining his gold and kneeling his faction card to put a card into shadows using his agenda. But he's only got 3 gold because he does get 1 less gold because of the agenda. So 3 gold on your starting turn isn't brilliant. He's marshalling Rose Road. So it's interesting that he didn't do that during James's marshalling to get an extra gold. What he could have done is, during James's marshalling, he could have put the Rose Road into shadows and then brought it out of shadows to gain an extra gold. However, he may have felt that the card that is currently in shadows was more worth it.
Yeah, he saved 3 gold, and maybe he is looking to do something with that.
Maybe indeed. And James there, just kneeling, it's either the Gold Mine or the Gold Road, the one that gives you an extra gold in the challenges phase.
Oh, the Gold Road.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's the Lanni one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's got a gold.
He does indeed, which means he might have a trick. I guess we'll wait and see.
I mean, he can bring in a duplicate of Right if he ends up defending a military challenge to not take any claim. That might be nice.
That seems good.
If he feels like he needs it, because he's not going to want to claim either of those characters on the board.
So bringing out the Dornish Spy there to remove the Knight of Flowers' military icon, which means that if he does a military, he will win it, which he's going to do. James there taking an action, so kneeling Flea Bottom and paying a gold, but Martin has asked him to wait because he has... what's that one?
He calls it thinking.
That's it. And that cancels the location effect. So the Flea Bottom cannot be used to bring in the dupe, which means that Martin's going to get through that military challenge and taking the Knight of Flowers for claim. Interestingly, James has decided to let that go through unopposed. It may be that he wanted Martin to have a power so that he would be able to take it later in the game as claim. Interesting that James took the Knight of Flowers for claim.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if James maybe wanted to try and keep using the dupe in the Flea Bottom to protect from claim. Maybe he feels like left and right are a really important part of his deck. I mean, we know that he runs more than one.
Yeah.
So
yeah, maybe that he's got left in hand and wanted to get that combo out. And Martin there in the dominance phase, using the Jade C Dromond to remove James's Flea Bottom from the board. So quite a hit on James in that first round.
Yeah, I guess the board's a more even now.
Definitely.
I think Martin had the better of the exchanges there. He definitely had a good play with he called it thinking. I'm sure James had, just hoped to take the duplicate as claim, let Martin have a power on his card, and then hit back. Oh, actually, James was first player, was he?
He was, yes.
Ah, yeah, no hitting back there then.
So Martin there having to discard down to reserve. Looks like he got rid of a Hellstone Escort and a Shadow City Bastard. It may be that he has a Flea Bottom in hand and is prepping to set up and use those. Could put in a Shadow City Bastard straight into this discard pile. Makes me think that maybe he's got one.
He's definitely running Flea Bottom in this deck. In fact, we played in another tournament more recently.
We did.
And Martin was playing Martell Assault.
I'm pretty sure, having edited this game already, that the deck that I faced last weekend was this deck.
Yeah.
Or at least very, very similar.
So you should have a really good idea of how it's working.
I really wish that I'd edited this video before last weekend.
Well, what can I say? You've only got yourself to blame.
Indeed.
I've had messages from loyal fans saying, Richard, when are you going to get another video out? I need a video to watch for the weekend.
Ah, well, here we go. Getting a video out. I'm sorry I'm slow, guys.
This was for last weekend.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys.
And all I say is, well, Rebecca, you need to speak to Rebecca. Not me you need to speak to.
I've been busy.
I'm just too rubbish to even edit videos. I am just bad.
It would be interesting to see what happened if you edited a video.
Well, it would never see the light of day.
So,
So Martin had played Fallen from Favour.
Yeah.
He's gotten rid of his Dornish Spy.
James has played Duel, probably because he knows that Martin, running an assault deck, probably doesn't have big characters to duel. So might as well just get a rubbish plot out of the way while he doesn't need it.
Yeah, I think Wamma has recognised that early. He's taken stock of the board and made that choice.
But Wamma has managed to get left and right on the board now, which might be, as we were discussing, why he decided to get rid of the Knight of Flowers. But I'm not convinced that Martin's going to be doing many challenges, to be completely honest.
Yeah, the Martell Assault seems to be a deck that like to set up in the first 2 to 3 rounds, then reset the board, and then take control.
Yeah.
So we'll see how well Martin is at doing that.
Is that Starfall?
Yes, it is. It is Starfall.
And this is one where you kneel it to remove an icon.
That is correct.
And as we can see, a duped Flea Bottom as well. So he's going to be getting some tricks with that Flea Bottom pile. And just popping a card into shadows there, using his agenda. So possibly saving that 3 gold. That'll be 1 for the Flea Bottom and 2 for another trick of some sort, I guess.
Possibly.
Yeah. So saving 3. James taking his first action to kneel the Gold Road, you said it was, right?
The Gold Road.
Yeah, the Gold Road to gain a gold.
Starfall has taken an icon from right. And we have a Shadow City Bastard, which has taken all the icons from the Hound. The Hound's staying on the board.
Yeah, Hound is blank on the board, and right is missing an icon of some form.
Yeah, we don't know which, but
it might be the intrigue icon, because then...
Right, intriguing.
Right, intriguing. You remembered! I wasn't even going to say it.
Why not?
Because I didn't want you to tease me about my method of remembering that right has the intrigue icon.
I don't even remember it because Wamma thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah, Wamma's got good taste.
What? Well, I don't know if that's true.
So Wamma has managed to get across a couple of challenges there, and has now gone up to 4 power to Martin's 0. So although Martin is controlling the board, Wamma does seem to be starting to pull ahead a little. But we do know that with Martell Assault decks, they like to go slow in the beginning and then come back later. Richard there just typing away on Iron Throne after watching someone's game. I'm glad you're paying attention, Richard.
Look, I'm busy. Leave me alone.
I'm meant to be busy commentating. Ooh, Valar. Ooh, Valar. That's mean. Oh, man. James is so desperate to keep the right and left combo, but...
Yeah, I'm sure Martin would have liked to try to get that dupe off right.
And James there has played exchange of information. So not fantastic timing, because he's not going to have much gold now to repopulate.
True.
Looks like it doesn't have an attachment option there. But we do have characters and events by the looks of it. And the locations there too. So there was a hound in the characters there and a copy of left. So he might be tempted to give...
Give him dead card.
Yeah. There's always the risk of close call then though, isn't there?
Well, there is that, yeah. Especially when you know, Wamma's Euro deck ran close call and left and right, and you use them to put them back in the discard pile and then flea bottom them back in.
So it looks like Wamma there got the hound. You're literally having a full-on conversation. This is very unprofessional, Richard.
I'm sorry, but I've been waiting to talk to this person for ages.
Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Go on, you chat away.
Alright, you can commentate.
Yeah, it's fine. Take your time, mate. Got nothing better to do. Cheeky sod. Anyway, so Wamma there just shuffling after the exchange of information. And looks like Martin has been made the first player, which isn't great for Martell. Obviously, they like going second so they can, well, be mean and trigger their Dornish fiefdoms and whatnot. So it'll be interesting to see what Martin does after the Valar. I imagine he'll just be setting up again for next round, getting ready to be mean. So he only gets 2 gold and kneeling the fiefdom to get an extra one, because of course he gets 1 gold less due to his agenda. And I don't know why he's going to marshal 3 gold. I think probably just put a card into shadows and then sit on the 3, right?
Yeah. He's got plenty of trick though. The thing with Martell is some of the ambush costs are higher than the printed cost, which means when they're in shadows they're quite cheap.
Yeah, things like Ario. Ario's 5 to ambush, isn't he? But 3 cost.
Yes.
So
cheap to jump out when you're playing 3 instead of 5.
So you have 3 cards in shadows here. One of them is a natural shadows card. The other 2 have been put into shadows using the agenda. But he's only saving 1 gold, so I don't think he's going to be doing very much. This might be a good turn for James to try and pull ahead a bit. Is that another hedge knight? Oh, and a green apple knight.
Oh, gack.
Is green apple knight 2 or 3? Do they need like a number of knights on the board where it doesn't kneel? Or do they just naturally not kneel?
I can't remember, I just don't like them. All I know is when I see them I've got to get rid of them.
Looks like Martin's just considering here. He saved a gold, so he might want to use the flea bottom. But he's passed his first action, and James has taken a gold using the gold mine, gold road even. And we can just see what's in there. So we've got Southern Messenger as well.
Southern Messenger, that is the one that returns back to hand.
Yeah, it is. So doing a military here, which is going to go through unopposed.
Yeah, nothing to claim, so...
And then the power with the Hedge Knight. He gains the power icon due to there being another knight on the board. Using Starfall then. Using Starfall to... I think he said that he's using Starfall to take the Hedge Knight's military, if I remember correctly. And then James is saying that he has an action. So, yeah, James nightmaresing the Flea Bottom, which means that Martin can't bring in the Southern Messenger to send the Hedge Knight back to hand. This means that James is getting through that power challenge unopposed. And then, because the Starfall was used on the Hedge Knight, it means that the Green Apple Knight was able to go in with an intrigue. So it's now 7-0 to James. So Richard, have you finished talking on your Iron Throne buddy net thingy?
Buddy net thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a thing. It's fine. It's all good.
Yeah, finished tapping away.
So what did I miss?
Everything.
Cool.
Look, James is winning.
He's got Green Apple Knight. Well, James is always going to win.
Why?
Because the video is 42 minutes long.
Right.
Martin only plays for the full 55 minutes unless he gets wrecked. So I'm assuming Martin loses.
Oh, okay. I must admit my game with Martin did go to time.
Martin is just a man that goes to time.
Oh, okay.
And a Martell player.
And
Both of those things are probably linked. But I like to think it's just Martin.
There are a few players that often go to time. I think I'm one of them.
You're the worst.
I know, I'm sorry. I overthink.
But, you know, give Martin some flack, but he's a nice guy, really.
Is he? Are you publicly declaring that Martin's a nice guy?
Cool, so Wamma's got Green Apple Knights.
You just said it,
and,
publicly.
What else does he have? Is that an Arbor Queen? I can't even tell.
What,
Is it an Ocean Road? I can't tell.
I have no idea.
Me neither.
It's a location. What's the Arbor Queen?
Gives things strength. A tarot character and a non-tarot character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look. Trade routes into trade routes. Is this pre-restricted list?
Yes.
Okay.
Otherwise the decks are illegal.
Man, these videos are old.
I know, I'm sorry, I failed.
You haven't failed. You've just let everybody down.
You're such a bastard.
I couldn't resist.
I know.
I could not resist. Mm-hmm. So Martin has a lot of gold now, cards and shadows, and tricks abound, I'm sure.
Mm.
Wamma has 2 Green Apple Knights, which is pretty disgusting.
Oh yeah. Martin there taking an action during James's marshalling to put a card into the shadows using his agenda.
Has Wamma got Burning the Dead in his discard pile?
I don't know, what does Burning the Dead do?
Removes all non-unique dead characters from dead pile.
I don't know.
It's pretty good against Drowned God, and it's pretty shit against everything else.
Maybe it was his, Drowned God tech.
Yeah, maybe it was.
I mean, didn't you take Drowned God to this?
No.
Weren't you going to take Drowned God to this?
Probably.
You do like your Drowned Gods.
Yeah, it's what I like to play when I don't want to think about what I'm doing. You can just play cards out and do Drowned God thing and not worry about whether your opponent trying to kneel all your staff or whether your opponent trying to, kill you with dire wolves or whether your opponent trying to do whatever. You can just do your Drowned God thing and just not worry about life.
I think the location was an Ocean Road, by the way.
Yeah.
Does that make you feel better?
No.
No. And we have another Jadesy Drummond on Martin's side. And using the Starfall to remove the power icon, which means that James doesn't have a power icon on his side now.
Oh God, look at this. James is doing non-kneeling stuff with the Green Apple Knight. How MPE?
You're saying this as he's playing against a Shadows deck.
Shadows isn't a thing.
Okay, an Assault deck.
No, I mean, Shadow decks aren't really a thing yet.
I don't know, I think Martin's Shadow deck is pretty good.
I think we're going to reach a time in a few months where Shadows will be everywhere.
Oh yeah, there's been that new spoiler, isn't there?
Yeah,
the Shadows agenda.
Yeah. Kingdom of Shadows. So that's got people talking, right?
Probably.
Seems good. So, yeah, I think a lot of people will have fun with that. Oh.
Oh. Is that Bobby Strong?
I can't see. You just paid 5 for it, so yeah.
Bobby Strong. So Martin, they're trying to defend with the Shadow City Bastard to make sure it doesn't go through unopposed. However, James, they're bringing out the Bobby Strong to kill a kneeling character, so that kills off the Shadow City Bastard. And it means that Wamma gets that challenge through unopposed.
Wow.
And gets the Shadow City Bastard out of the discard pile, because that is an annoying card.
Can be annoying, indeed.
So Martin here is now facing a military challenge. Looks like that's going through unopposed as well. Nothing to claim, there's no one on the board. And passing to Martin. So Martin, if he's got a power... Yeah, there we go. So if he's got a power icon, this would be good. Because James can't defend a power challenge at all.
Yeah, this is good. And now he can switch the Starfall Spy with another card in Shadows upon winning the challenge.
Yeah.
Providing Wamma doesn't have any trick. He doesn't look like he has trick.
Ooh!
This is nice.
That's cool. So
yeah,
winning...
so I was just about to say, Martin liked to keep the board small, so all the icon removal and character removal can be more impactful. He's already played his Valar Morghulis. And Valar Dohaeris isn't really going to hurt Wamma's board that much. But he's got the Varys, which is his third option.
Yeah. What was that little dude's that little dude that came in and out of Shadows called?
The Starfall Spy.
Starfall Spy.
It's really
Isn't that
good.
the one that we spoiled? I feel like I recognise that name. Did we spoil that one?
Yeah, I think we did.
Ah.
Maybe.
Well, Martin, you're doing a much better job of it than I did. Because that card was friggin' annoying as heck when you played it against me.
Did you play him?
Yeah.
Oh, Wamma played a Daring Rescue.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. That is cool. I like that.
So bringing back right to hand. And Martin now taking his action to bring the Starfall Spy back out. And this is going to let him do an intrigue challenge with Varys and the Spy. Stealthing one of the Apple Knights, doesn't really matter which one. Because that means that he should be able to get that intrigue challenge through. So just defending with the green Apple Knight, so it's not unopposed. But we do get claim. Martin deciding if he wants to put the Starfall Spy back into Shadows and bring something else out. But if he does that card would be cleared then, so it might not be the best idea.
Yeah, for some reason he didn't mind losing the Starfall Spy when Varys triggers.
I think he probably wanted to get a card out of James's hand to give him less options after the Varys. But the Varys is going off in dominance, so it looks like James didn't have the Nightmares.
And now we're back to small board again, but Martin's location base is bigger.
Oh, actually, let me see if I remember this right. I know, James is first player. I was going to say, like, if Martin was first player, it wouldn't matter if James had the Nightmares, would it? Because Martin could take his first action as Varys, is that right?
Varys is an interrupt to the phase ending.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay. I couldn't remember if it was an action or an interrupt.
It's definitely an interrupt. So how many cards does James have in hand? You seem to have...
He's got a
4?
few. And he's got a card in Shadows over there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where the Martell Assault deck starts to sort of take control. 2 resets in. It has a bigger location base now.
Yeah.
2 cards already in Shadow, waiting to jump out and do horrible things.
Martin repping the Martell there.
He is.
Oh, win or you die into Valar Dohaeris. So Wamma obviously realising that his kind of reset plots aren't really going to do a lot against a board that has nothing on it.
Yep.
And win or you die from Martin, so it looks like he's going to go in for a bit of a swing here. I know when I played Martin, I think I got to like 13 power and stayed at 13 power for about 5 rounds. It was really depressing. I just couldn't get any more.
Wait, is Martin... Martin's not going to win this, surely.
Well, you've already called it. You said that Wamma wins.
Oh my god. What if I was wrong? I'm going to look so silly.
You always look silly, honey.
I do.
But you can't help your face.
I can't help my face. I was going to say I was born like this, but I wasn't born like this. I grew into this.
Yeah? It'd be a little bit freaky if your face popped out.
Beard included.
Maybe, yeah. Beard and glasses included. That'd be really weird.
That is weird. This is not imagery our viewers want.
No. I hope you're not eating right
for.
now, guys. I'm sorry if you are. Oh, I've just got weird images now.
Maybe you should be concentrating on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, James has marshalled right again. And put another card into shadows. And has saved 3 gold. Martin has 5 billion cards in shadows. And is sitting on 5 gold. And he has 1 card left in hand.
I like how aggressive Martin's Shadows cards are by being at the front of the board.
Yeah.
Look at all these things that are about to screw you over, buddy.
And James Ed is grabbing an extra gold with his gold road. So Martin there. Deciding on his actions. Is it worth using Starfall Spy now?
What's Starfall Spy?
Not Starfall Spy, just Starfall even.
Oh, Starfall.
Oh, he's going for Dornish Spy.
Okay.
So removing the icon there from right. Does Dornish Spy have a cost limit?
No.
No, okay. Because it's Shattered City Bastard is 5 cost or lower, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Dornish Spy is a single icon from anyone.
That's right.
So James passing his action again. And Martin bringing Old Bill Bone out of shadows.
Billy Bone.
Faction Neil probably doesn't matter too much, but just in case. And Martin might even be able to just get through his military there and kill off right. Finally. He's been kicking around all game, hasn't he?
He seems to be stalling a little bit. He's indecisive. We've got the military coming through for 2 strength with Billy Bone.
Is Bill Bone 2 strength?
He is.
Oh, I thought he was 1.
Nope, 2 strength.
Oh, that's not so bad, is it?
Got a nice little ability.
So that goes through unopposed, and Wright is finally dead.
We've got another Starfall Spy.
We do. So we can get the... Oh, is he going to put them both into an intrigue? Looks like he really wants to win it.
Starfall Spy seems like a really good engine for this deck.
Yeah, in my game against him, he had... is it Hotar's Axe?
Oh yeah, so...
And it just kept, like... just this bloody Starfall Spy with 5 strength just kept popping out like, hi guys!
Yeah, the axe is pretty good. So now we've got JTO Ariane. Although she won't be jumping off the board as it stands.
So the intrigue there going through with 2 claim. Is that or the Burning Dead? And then...
Maybe it's not Burning the Dead, I mean, what?
Oh, okay, so what's happening here? So Martin's doing a power challenge with Ariane. And what's Wamma got there?
The Shrewd Diplomat.
And that's the one that removes a character from a challenge when it comes out of shadows or comes into play?
Yep.
Yeah?
So, sorry Ariane, no 2 claim power for you.
That's sad. Martin should have put in another character.
Like what? He doesn't have any more power icons.
Well, he could have saved... Never mind. Has he got any more gold? No. Okay.
What did he just do?
Brought Ariane back to hand and then changed his mind and put her back down.
Interesting.
So if he leaves Ariane on the board, then he wins Dom at the very least. And if he brings Ariane back to hand, that's really silly because it's you win or you die, so Ariane would just go.
She would. Yeah. I wonder if Martin briefly forgot about that. And
Possibly.
Thought, this is a silly move.
I bet Wamma was like, yeah! Oh. And, oh yeah, so the Dornish Spy, they're going back to the bottom of the deck because she was brought in using Flea Bottom. So we've got Billbone and Ariane on the board. He's got +1 reserve, right? Because of the
port.
The port, yeah.
Yeah. Summersea Port doing work.
March to the water, close call.
Wamma won't mind that as long as he can find a flea bottom. It's also a close call to Hound. Maybe he does have a flea bottom.
Well, he had the Hound earlier in hand, didn't he? Because Martin gave him a Hound, didn't he?
Ah.
So might be seeing the Hound back on the board. So considering how far ahead James was earlier, it's getting a bit closer now, isn't it?
This is what Martell Assault does, though, right? You recall.
Yes.
I also played against Martin Assault.
Martin Assault.
It did feel a bit like a Martin Assault.
You know what? I've been like the whole game trying not to say Martin Assault or Martell Lewis.
Martin Assault. That is how it felt. I felt like I was being physically and mentally assaulted by Martin.
Do you need to talk to somebody? Do you need any help?
Nah, I just beat him.
So got Begging Brothers there. Just.
Yeah, I mean, if it had gone another round, Martin win. But the game was
went to time.
Yeah, it went to quite a few plots. And I guess I got lucky.
Well done, Lucky.
Walder Frey lives again.
Yeah. I love that you played Walder Frey deck at the weekend. So we've got a Robot Royce there. Looks like Martin is removing his military icon using Starfall. Martin also has a Begging Brother and Ariane on the board. James has quite a lot of gold left and a card in Shadows, so it could be another Bobby Strong. He wasn't killed, he was just taken off the board using Varys, so that could be a problem for Martin, but then we've got Begging Brother, so I guess not that much of a problem. So a power with Ariane. And that's going through unopposed and claim.
No word of a lie. This might be the quickest I've ever seen Martin play. I mean, this is astounding. He's making decisions quickly.
Certainly making a quick comeback.
Like what?
Certainly making a quick comeback.
Yeah, but the Begging Brother knelt and restood.
Which means that Martin decided to go into challenge and then changed his mind.
Okay.
So an intrigue with both of them here then. And yeah, it's a Bobby Strong trying to kill one of them, but it doesn't matter because Begging Brother's cancelling it.
Yep.
So the challenge will go through unopposed. A reaction to winning. The Starfall Spy comes into play.
Garrus.
Out of play even to bring Garrus into play. He's got Renown, right?
I think he does.
And he's got a weird ability. What's his ability again?
You can swap a plot from your used pile, put it back into your plot deck, and you swap a plot around.
That was it. Yeah. I think he mentioned to me, I don't know if he did that just then, but he mentioned to me at the weekend that he likes to do that with you win or you die, so he can have two of them, basically.
Yeah, and if your opponent deck is proven resilient to research, you can just put your Valar Morghulis back into your plot deck. Which is what he did against me.
Yeah. I think it was one of the Valars he put back in, I think.
What a bastard.
What did we get?
Houseflorent Knight.
And yeah, Dornish Spy there coming out to remove the military icon and a military with was it Garrus? Garrus.
Like Ferris, but Garrus.
I was thinking of Paul Geddes.
Paul Geddes Drinkwater.
And I was getting confused with Geddes and Garrus.
Well, you know, confusion's the name of this game, you know, Martin Assault especially.
Yeah. You're not having much luck with the names today, are we?
No. You know what? I'm actually a little bit impressed with Martin's deck here.
Are you?
I think he's playing it really well. He's playing cards and he's doing things and he's doing things quickly and knocking Wamma's power total over.
Yeah?
So, yeah, I mean, I've never seen Martin play this confidently.
Martin's feeling confident.
Maybe he is.
I mean, he's got 3 cards in shadows. He's got 2 characters on the board. Plenty of economy locations. You win or he dies back. Do you think Martin's going to win?
So, Martin is known as Reader on the Iron Throne.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he runs the Iron Throne Reliable Players group.
He does, yeah.
And he's very helpful towards newer players. Yeah, he does waffle on a bit sometimes, but...
Like you're doing right now.
No, I can say I had a point, but he is very good to newer players.
Yes.
So, like, he's helped one of our newer players, my cousin, out.
Yeah. Thanks, Martin.
Yeah. So, I guess I just wanted to say people that he's all right, really.
Yeah? You wanted to let people know that he's an all right guy.
He's all right, really.
I'm sure he appreciates your support.
Yeah.
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 Martin. The all-right guy.
All right, really. And James Wormsley, he's all right too.
He's acceptable, isn't he?
He
imprisoned there on the...
He's on Iron Throne. I think it's JC Wamma. Not sure.
Yeah.
Not sure if that's his name or not, or what that name's all about. But yeah.
I prefer Wambot 3000.
Wambot 3000. I prefer Grimer Wamtongue.
Or the Wambulator.
The Wambulator. Remember your Wamble.
Yeah. Aww, all these little nicknames.
Yeah.
Oh, what else we wanted to say is...
Someone's knocked the damn camera.
It's fine.
How rude.
It's fine. Anyway, House Moonlight has no icons, just for clarification. If you are free on the 27th of April, it is the Brighton Charity Joust. If you are not free on that date, you can still support the event by going to their Just Giving page and donating. If you donate, you can actually basically tell George what to play. You can give him a card. And last couple of years, we've had some very weird decks. So if you would like to get involved, you can. And it would be nice to support because, you know, fuck cancer. And that's what we're trying to get rid of.
Did you just do a swear?
I did. I swore and everything.
Shame.
But look what Martin's doing.
Hotel Zach. Wamma's daring rescuing. Things are getting claimed.
Yeah.
Wamma showing his hand. I think he's given up. I think Martin.
I think this is it. Unopposed power.
Christ. Wow.
There you go.
Martin won.
He did.
Well, I didn't see that happening in 42 minutes.
I know. I was quite impressed.
Jesus. Well, I'm going to go and lay down.
Do you need to go and have a break? Or are you just going to chat with your buddy again? Passed out on the sofa with shock. Anyway, congratulations to Martin and commiserations to Jama. Wamma, James, whichever version. And yeah, if you'd like to support the channel, you can go to patreon.com/The White Walkers. If you'd like to support the Brighton Charity Joust, you can find it on Facebook. And they have the Just Giving page on there if you would like to donate and make George's life hell by giving him weird cards to play.
Or you could give him good card because he loves playing jank, and giving him good card will ruin his life.
Or that, you know, either. And yeah, I think that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Less than 40 minutes on a Martin game.
Oh no, I don't understand. I mean, the game is good.
Yeah.
Like Martin did his thing. He was setting up early game and then overcame it with resets and annoying.
A glorious comeback.
And Wamma just took it.
Yeah.
And
took it like a man.
Took it like a man, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, that retaliation mat he won at Euros doesn't feel so glorious right now.
No.
Packing away his stuff.
Are you done waffling? Can we round up?
Do you have to?
Yeah.
I mean, there's time. You've recorded all of this deconstruction.
Bye, guys. Thank you for watching.
Oh, yeah, bye.
Bye.